Yeah. Alright, I just gotta fix a couple of things. Oh, wait, totally forgot to upload this first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into The Operator. I have never played this game before, so it seems like it's going to be fun. Let's definitely take a look and dive right in. We're going to do a new game. Let's go ahead and yes. Let's find out what's going on. Somewhere in the U.S., 1992.
You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you... Good. He's ready.
The Operator. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C. 7:30 a.m. Ooh, it's early. Why am I waiting? All right, let's go ahead and put our username. All right, let's go ahead and put the password. All right, let me log in. Here we go. Federal Department Intelligence, the truth we seek. Oh, what's that? You are assigned the operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Your program supervisor will contact you with further instructions. DI operator program. All right, so let's see. What is the operator program? The operator program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated as agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? Agents call the hotline. The call is dispatched to secretaries who verify the agent's identity, clearance level, and request. The request is forwarded to the supervisor. The supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. A direct line is established between the agent to the operator. So I believe I am going to be the operator. Yes, I am probably going to be between A and C. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. Okay, is that it? All right, that's it. So what do we do now? Trash. Should I join the trash? To delete. Oh. Oh, am I supposed to answer that?
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
What can I say? Yes. I'm never gonna drink again.
That's what you said last time. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something.
What's
when
up?
we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else.
Oh.
You understand, right?
Yeah, of course, Mike. I mean, Director Trench.
Good. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day.
Thank you.
All right?
Thanks. Talk to you later, Mike. Don't worry about me, Director Trench. Yeah, let's talk later. Offline. What's next? Who is this?
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program?
I read the welcome documentary.
You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions?
I think I'm ready.
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age.
Oh.
This objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner. Yes, just like that. You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here. You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
So his name is Xavier. Oh, wait. Xavier Skinner. Ah, he's 48. You are 48, my guy. Look at that. 48 height. 6 feet. Weight 162 pounds. Male, brown, 48. FBI operator. Blood type A minus. Married. Firearm license, yes. Last known address. Fingerprints. Cool, I did it.
You should keep the window open, Operator. to select the answer to show the
Oh,
agent.
oops.
Just click on the objective button. Right.
Got it.
Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
Of course, Supervisor Skinner. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh. First real call of the day. It's 9:18 a.m. Oh, it's Skinner.
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
I look forward to the challenge, sir.
I'm patching the agent through now.
Let's go.
It's Operator Tanner, right?
Yes. That's right, Agent Pendle.
I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar. And, some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
Sure, not a problem.
Thanks, operator. Okay. I'm sending over the files.
Oh.
Good luck.
Holy crap.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl. Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis. Looks like our victim is Henry Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
Henry Jenkins. Wonder if I could get the guy's face when he comes in right there. Ooh. I think I got him, guys.
The footage quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator. You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
That's the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long. And to be honest, I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it. But I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
So we got the criminal. We can't get a face. Okay, no, that's documents. I gotta find the killer's name.
See if you can find other elements in the video to analyze. Anything that's related to the killer.
Oh, the license plate. Let's look at the cam. There we go. There we go. We got the license plates, my guys. Ray Wells.
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
Address. An address? How am I supposed to find an address to somebody? Can I not click on anything? I got a cam. Oh, you know what? Yes, Ray Wells. Ray Wells. This is what we got to do. Ray Wells. Here we go. All right. Last known address. Wow. Possession of drugs with intent to sell. Possession of drugs with intent to sell. Okay. So it kind of looked like it was a drug deal gone bad or this. So let's go ahead and do this.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Good luck with the arrest.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request.
What do you mean that wasn't bad? I think I did pretty good. I only asked for help one time. Man, he wasn't too happy with me. FBI Most Wanted. Oh, please consult the latest FBI Most Wanted list. Oh, Fred Schmarkinsinski. You know what? Let's do this. Need an application.
Tanner, I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I don't want to do that right now. Damn it.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
I'm sorry, what?
God damn it! Who are you? Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this. I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens. Middle of nowhere, hot as hell, sandy. Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns. Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same. She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
What am I looking for?
There's something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men. Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Here are the files.
Find inconsistencies. Okay, let's find inconsistencies. Desert. Look at the testimony. Following Connie Moore's reappearance on 3/5/1992, we recorded eyewitness testimony concerning her supposed alien abduction. Connie Moore, the victim. Agent Barry Walker, agent in charge of the investigation. Brittany Holt, FBI transcriber. Can you tell us more about the day you disappeared? That's what Walker was telling Moore. I was hiking in the desert out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head or take photos. Photography is sort of a hobby of mine. Walker, and is that your camera? Yes, it is. What else do you remember about that day in the desert? Well, it's a little blurry, but I wanted to hike around Mount Maury. I remember that. It's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs. Then I heard this loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast. Their ship, the UFO. And then I think it landed to the east. So I decided to head over and see if I could see anything else. Maybe get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. Then what? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room and I can't move. Was there someone with you in this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes, they were there all around me, the aliens. What did they look like? The room was so bright, like I was looking into the sun. I only saw their silhouettes. Can you describe them the best that you can? They were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. What do you remember about the room? It was white. I mean, entirely white. Antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing, just witnesses. Whiteness, sorry. Whitenesses. Whiteness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was so scared, I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. What else do you remember? They had these strange voices, sort of mechanical, and there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Can you tell us anything else, Connie? Not really. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing, maybe because of their drugs or mind probes, I don't know. I just wandered around out there. Luckily, somebody found me, or I might have died from dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. So that's the testimony. So let's move the testimony over here. Let's do the phone. Cell phone triangulation report. Connie Moore's triangular cell phone thingy-majiggy. Phone tower pings and timestamps from the day of Connie's disappearance and from the day she reappeared. There were no pings between the time of her disappearance on that to her reappearance. I have no idea what any of this is. First ping since disappearance. Okay, so the green is the first one. from disappearance. So 401, 350, 327, 356, 401, she disappeared. She reappeared at 8:45. The last ping, 11:56 a.m. Oh, the first ping since disappearance. So she came back over here. So she was right here by Dryfield at 8:45, 9:15, 9:35, Mount Mori. And then she ended up over here, and that's where she got... Okay, so I guess I'll keep that open as well. Or, yeah, I'll keep this open. I wish I can, like, make it smaller. See the camera. Let's see. So she took this at 10:13 a.m. on 221. That was 205. 221. So Mount Mori is where she saw it, right? I'm sorry, Mr. Barry Walker, but this is going to take a while, my guy. We got her testimony, we got her phone records, and we got her camera. I remember about the day. Something's not right. An hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed? Okay, so she was here. That's a lie. Wait, because look, she took the photo at 10:13 a.m. Oh, but look, yeah, never mind. This was on 205. But this is 221. Yeah, but look at the date. Okay. Okay, so when did she go missing? First ping since disappearance was 3/5. So that's it. That's the inconsistency. Oop. did that. My bad. Can I zoom in? Yeah, see, that's the inconsistency. Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's the photo I think is problematic. I don't believe in intelligent life outside our planet. I don't believe in intelligent life on our planet. But we gotta be more specific. We need proof that something's off about the photo.
Okay, so this is a lot harder than I thought.
Connie Moore claims to have taken a photograph of a UFO. If you're of a more rational mind, operator, most likely she did not.
Yes.
Your objective is to find a shortcoming or problem with said photograph.
There is a problem. The problem is, this says 2/21/1992. This one's 2:05 last ping. First ping since disappearance. Okay, 2:05. So she came back. Oh, she came back on 3:05. So let's see. Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense because this says 2/21/1992 at 10:13 a.m. But then it says here, first ping since disappearance, right? Which was 4:01 p.m. That's the first. So that's when she arrived back. Right? So she came back 3:05. So that tells me 2:05/1992 from 8:45 a.m. to 11:56. Something's not right. Something's not right. Man. So I have to find... Your objective is to find a shortcoming or problem with said photo. So here's the photo at 2:21, right? So my thing about that is this, because there were no pings between the time of her disappearance on 2:05 to her reappearance on 3:05/1992 at 3:27 p.m. So there's no pings. There's nothing. So this is the first ping since disappearance to 4:01 p.m. So she pinged back over here at 3:27 p.m. on 3:05, but she left last ping on 2:05. So last ping was 2:05. So I just, out of curiosity, my thing is this: how is this picture showing 10:13 a.m. 2/21/1992, but yet her last ping was at 11:56 on 2:05? So that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. Because how could she have taken a picture on 2:21 when 2:05 was her last ping? She was jogging at 8:45 a.m. just clearing her mind, blah blah blah. Ooh, look at that, there's a UFO. Snap. So, how did she get the date? 2/21. That's so weird. Yeah, Connie Moore, something's not right with you, buddy. I have to find out what's going on. So, phone tower pings and timestamps from the day of Connie's disappearance. These are the timestamps. All right, so I don't understand how between 9:55 a.m. and 10:15 a.m. she took a picture at 10:13 a.m. at 2:21. So you're telling me that at 2:05, right, 1992, she was able to take a picture at 10:13 a.m. at 2:21? No, that's inaccurate. That is so inaccurate, because this is all in 2:05. That was her last ping. And she took this before it did that. So there has to be an inconsistency here and here.
Focus on the photograph of the UFO, operator. Consider looking at the photo's metadata. Maybe that will spark something for you.
I'm looking at the metadata, buddy. I did that.
Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with.
See,
Do
I
me a
knew
favor.
it.
Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
I could do that. I think it's right here, right? Yep.
All right. I'll check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn
Whoa. Hey. How do you know my name? Okay, what are you talking about? Oh, Connie Moore. Yeah, I saw that. Tell me more. Dang it. I gotta sign back in. Interesting. Okay.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened? I see. I'll have IT look into that at once. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
See you tomorrow, Supervisor Skinner. So, I lied about it because I wanted to find out what that guy was saying. Go ahead and power off. Because I want to know what's going on. So something's happening. I have a kitty. His name is Jackson. Oh, job got me stressed. Oh. FBI headquarters, Washington, D.C. I'm back, boys. 7:22 a.m. I'm early. Let's log in. Get the job done. All right, let's go ahead and sign in for today. Alright, let me get my call. I don't know if I want to answer that. Oh, Mike Trench.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he likes me.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about him. Xavier doesn't even like his own mother. To be honest, no, I probably shouldn't say anything.
You can tell me, it's fine. I won't say anything.
Well, between you and me, we're thinking of making a change at the supervisor position. You know, Evan, if you play your cards right, maybe, just maybe. Ah, sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And just keep plugging away, okay?
Will do.
Proud of you, Evan.
Hey, hey, hey. Oh, here he calls. Xavier. Should I answer? Yeah, I gotta answer. He's my supervisor.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity.
Of course, Supervisor Skinner. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let's find out what's going on.
Good morning, Operator Tanner.
Hey!
So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Of course I remember Ray Wells.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot. Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
What do you mean? Has it been tampered with?
I don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
That's fine. Go ahead and send it through. Take a look. Let me take a look. Oh, wow. I wonder if I could catch it right on time. Okay. Okay, so I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway, thinking you could take a look. I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Okay, so this is the first half. At 9 seconds. What's different? What's different? Something has to be different. Okay, so I'm trying to find a conspiracy. I'm trying to find the conspiracy between or not a conspiracy, but something's off between the first photo, right, and the second photo. So what's off? Look, what is that? Is that blood? Looking at what? Find something different. Well, I mean, you got the blood splatter. Oh no. Damn. Okay, let's take a peek and see.
We're looking for anything that's different between the two halves of the footage, Operator. Apart from what Agent Pendle said about Wells and the blood splatter. Anything that's different at all.
See, I knew that. So what's different? I don't know, guys. This one's a little bit different. Oh, that's different. Do you see that? Right here. It's missing. Look. See, what is that? No. Look at that. That's what's different. Because look, there was something there, right? Something there. And then now it's not there anymore. Unless it is. Is that still there? No. Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. No, see. No, it's still there. Okay. Oh, wait. That's different. Yeah, see, there's a light. The light is on at the beginning of the video, but it's off at the end. It's true, huh? The light is on at the beginning of the video, but it's off at the end. Okay. Oh, so it's off at the end. Okay, I already got raised. Need help.
If you find something in the video, Operator, analyze it and show it to Agent Pendle by clicking on the objective and then on the image.
Oh, that's what it was.
Look at that. Give me a sec, Operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Bullet is a...
.45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
Okay. Go on, I'm listening. You bet. Yes. I'll do it. I got you. Fine. We have a deal. Let's do it. No way, that's insane. I do. Okay. All right. Parking. There it goes. There it goes. That is insane.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get this? Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. And sorry to ask, but would it be possible to get an ID?
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later. But go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
I see. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Doing my job, Agent. p.m. I took lunch. I had a lovely, lovely sandwich. Ring, ring, ring. Ah. Whoa. Oh, now about that debt. Oh, all right. I'll help you later. No, let's just get this. Go ahead, Hal. I'm listening. No secure. Okay, my terminal? Well, where's my terminal? Okay, so I gotta type in... Wait, why is my cap locks on? 187.222.19.98. No secure.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
What is this all about?
Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Oh my god.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in her oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me. I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the Human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Okay.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
Heck yeah! Let's do it! Alright, proof fire, not an incident. Okay. So, how can we access their case files?
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
Okay, let's do it. Oh. My bad. Okay, download. I gotta make sure it's right. No. Wait, so it's this one? Select star from cases where ID mode. So wait, is this the same? So what's the difference between that one and this one? Did I do it?
Despite
Oh,
being,
nice.
well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Okay. The fire started on 2/25/1992 around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12 a.m. Okay. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimum evidence remained at the scene. A single victim identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed no anomalies attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. No indications of forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. The fire response team report, referred to report that's blotched out, concluded that the fire originated from the faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. So let's take a look at this. This user manual for the ChemScan LCA chemical analyzer provides guidance on the proper use and operation, but does not replace proper training in handling chemicals. The manufacturer and authors of this manual cannot be held liable for injury, damages, or loss result from using. Okay, whatever. Welcome to the user manual for the ChemScan lab, or chemical analyzer. The manual is designed to provide you with the information you need to safely and effectively use the instrument to perform chemical analysis. Please read this manual carefully before using the ChemScan and follow all instructions to assure the safe and proper operation of the instrument. If you have any questions or concerns about the use of the ChemScan, please contact us. How to use. Open the sample in the dedicated ChemScan software. Input the appropriate settings for the sample using formulas found there for. Oh my god. Start the analysis process. Note that this may take some time. Once the analysis is complete, open the data report application, input the results from that analysis, and initiate the calculation. Data report will then return the chemical composition of the sample. The sample carriers may affect the settings required for proper analysis with the ChemScan LCA. Ion size. The appropriate ion size varies depending on the sample type and state. For a liquid sample, ion size will be set to 2.0 for both organic and non-organic samples. For a solid sample, ion size is typically around 6.0. If the material is organic, the ion size must be 3.5 to avoid damaging the sample. It's weird. For gaseous sample, ion size must not exceed 1.3. Delta V can be calculated using the follow formula. For an organic sample, sample weight in gram times 250. For a non-organic sample, sample weight in gram times 100. The threshold value would depend on the delta V and the sample type. For liquid samples, the threshold should be set to 1/3 of the delta V. For solid samples, the threshold should be set to half the delta V. For gaseous samples, the threshold should be set to twice the delta V. Sample matrix size. The default value of the matrix size is 5. If you are using an older version of the ChemScan list of version 1.3 or lower, what am I using? You must set the matrix size to 4. How to read the test results. Will give you, as a result of the analysis, frequency response curve and additional sample characters such as PHI, radioactive, etc. Those values are going to be used by the data report. It's a lot. Open the CLC data report software and input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequency must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold, represented by the, okay, so that has to be 3 or more here. Okay, you can use the mouse pointer to calculate the frequency. Oh, this is going to be intense. Scan LCA specifications. Operating voltage 240. Operating temperature ranges between 5 degrees Celsius. Okay. Those are, no, that's your BPV range, solid, liquid, gas, stable duration, up to 5 chemical components. Yeah, this is intense. So let's minimize that. Okay, so wedding pictures. Ash sample. Oh my god. Okay. So I have to read the summary. No. Let me read this one more time. Not read it one more time, but let me get to the. Okay. Okay, so this says for a liquid sample. Okay, so for a solid sample. Okay, so for a liquid sample, it's 2.0. Okay, it's non-organic, solid, so it's not a liquid. Okay, so it's a solid. Okay, so we know it's a solid. For a solid sample, ion size is typically around 6. Okay, so that's 6. 6.0. Okay. For solid sample size, if the material is organic, the ion size must be set to 3.5. Is it? It's non-organic. Okay. Okay, it's non-organic, right? Yeah, it's non-organic. Okay, and it's a solid. Okay, cool. Okay, so it is a solid, non-organic. So ion size is typically around 6. If the material is organic, the ion size must be 3.5. Okay. Delta V. For an organic sample, the weight in gram times 100. Okay, the weight in gram times 100. What is that? So the weight in gram times 100, which is 4.2 times 100 equals 420. So the delta V is 420. Okay, so we got 420. Okay, now threshold. The threshold for liquid, it's a solid. Threshold should be set to half the delta V. So what's half 420? Sorry. 210, so I was right. Okay, so 210. So threshold is 210. 210. Okay, sample matrix. The default value of the matrix size is 5. If you use an older version of ChemScan version 1.3 or lower, you must set them. Okay. So how do okay, 1. Okay. Okay, so I am using LabTech Chemical Analyst 1.04. Older version 1.3 or lower. Okay, cool. So I'm using, so it's 5. So it's set to 5. Oh, results. Okay, so I got what I needed, right? It says how to read the results. The ChemScan LCA will give as a result of the analysis a frequency response curve and additional samples characters such as PSI, radioactive, etc. Those values are going to be used by the CSO data report. Open the data report software and input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequency must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity. Okay, so the highest to lowest be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold represented by the red area. Oh, this is intense, bro. Can I type this in? What am I supposed to do? Okay. Babe, did... I see now. Okay, so open the CSLCA data report software, which I did. Input the CCVT, pHE, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequency must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold. Okay. Okay, so I gotta input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order. That's insane. That's crazy. How? What? Input the CC and pH. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the pH, which is 65. Let's put the CVVT, which is 901, and then the frequencies, highest to lowest, 9.28. That's it. $252. 1.51. $10.52. Shit. Oh, that's 1.53. Why did I get 151? Oh, that's 243. $10.60. Ugh. I did. I am, Hall. I am. Okay, buddy. I'm checking the sheet. I did enter everything correctly. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Open. I did. Software and input the CVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequency must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. The highest to lowest. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold, which is fine. Okay, let's go back to 1. $43. 158. Is that really 158? That can't be 158, right? This is 151. Oh, I see what it's doing. Oh, okay, 151. Okay, there we go. All right, let me make sure that I didn't go too far. 247. Yep, 926. That's like perfect. $10.58. No. $10.62. Oh my god, I got everything right. How is that inaccurate? Oh, shit. What? Okay, so what am I supposed to do now? All right, chemical specifications. Okay, so we got sample compensation, comp 1, comp 2, comp 3. But comp 4 is not in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what I really need. Shit. So it's 60, right? Yeah, it's 60. Okay. How come I'm not getting composition 4 though? 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I do 62? Shit. Okay. I don't know why it's not calculating the last one. That doesn't make sense to me. Oh my god, I can't get comp 4. I have 3 comps, which is 1, 2, 3. I have cellulose, which is wood, gasoline, other non-identified residues, which is 5% each, and then 4. How come I can't get 4? 4 is 10 something, but it's just not, it's not wanting to register. I did 62. I did 60. That's 54. Wait a minute, let me go out here. What if I go out here like this? Come on, you piece of garbage. Yeah, man. Oh my god, why am I not doing this? There we go, there we go. 6. I am legit stuck. Because I am doing it, but it's like, for some weird reason, yeah, see, it's 1060. What about 1062? I had 1062, but it's not registering it. So this is all I have. I don't know what you want me to do. I did what you wanted to, Hulk. So let's talk to... "901. I did that. Those values are going to be used by that. Input the CVPH frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequencies must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold. What if I did 928? 926. 1060. Right. 1060. $245. That's $245. This is 156. This is 151. I did it from highest to lowest, so what am I doing wrong? Like, what am I doing wrong? It's 1060. It's exactly what it is, so why is it not working for me? Let's do this. Yeah, that's not... It's not going to give me anything for that one. Yeah, so I'm kind of lost because I don't know what it is. I'm doing everything right. see. I gotta figure this out. So how is this even right? What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so something's not right. Shit. Oh my god, did I just lose the whole thing? Damn it. How do I exit out of this? Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so this is what it's giving me, and I don't understand it because it's saying that that's not. It's supposed to do something, but it's like broken. So it seems like that's inaccurate because the CCV, from what I remember, was 901. Because I have the file here somewhere. Where's the ash sample? I had the ash sample, but now it's gone. 6.5. What was it? 927. The next one was 247. The third one was what? 155. And then the fourth one was 1062. So and it gives me the same shit. So I'm so confused. Okay. Okay. This is what I got from it. So, what am I supposed to do now? Is it this? Oh, okay. So I did it right. Okay, so I was right. I was close.
I knew it. Faulty wiring might... You know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why? Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really, she was just a decent person. Wanted to find your missing husband. I found something else out too. Sasha disappeared. She was 3 months pregnant. The thought of her raising that child on her own, after everything that happened, got her. And one day, she and the baby were suddenly gone. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
Yeah, that's it. I'm still here, Andrews.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Good luck, Andrews. That was intense. That was so hard. It does seem suspicious. Ah, no. Oh, hey.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Of course.
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
Oh, wanted to catch up on the case.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh. What do I do now? Okay. Okay. Sounds good to me.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
This is the Operator Tanner.
The same Operator Tanner from before?
Yes.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right?
I do.
Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else. You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved, put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body.
Oh.
Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
They found a body and a skeleton. How many corpses are out there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math. Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Yeah, consider it done.
Let me send you the files. Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
What's this photo for? No.
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name. But I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
Okay, Gabby. So, Gabby, you are in good hands now. Dr. Jenkins. I don't have access to that.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Okay, so we have a photo of the back, right, from Dr. Jenkins, and the person's name is Gabby. So we got the front of the photo here, which I don't have a face because it's marked out. Is there anything else I can see? What about his... Ooh, a badge. There we go. Henry Jenkins, R&B, okay, BM Technologies, Class S, clearance level, and this is his number. Is there anything I can do with that or no? Okay, so R&D director. Oh, R&D director. I don't know what that's gonna do for me. Okay. Ugh. He's dead. I wonder if... Wasn't there a list? I thought there was a list somewhere. Where is the list? I could have sworn I had a list. That was garbagey. Okay, so I'm pretty much stuck in a loopy because I don't know. So, oh, okay, I got the badge. Identify the body. Nope. Okay, so got a badge.
Jenkins. That name rings a bell, operator. Check the other cases for anything possibly related to him. Maybe there's a clue in there tied to the girl.
Jenkins. There's other cases, but there's not. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so Gabby. Gabby Mills. Gabby Mills. What?
Are you positive about this one, Tanner? Check this name on the database to make sure it's the right person.
Oh yeah, I should have did that. Shit. Gabby Mills. Oh, no. Definitely not it. Okay. Gabby. Ooh, Gabby Bruce. What about Gabby Bruce? What about Gabby Bruce? Aha!
How did you find this, Tanner? Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Oh wait, what was I supposed to do? Oh, I was supposed to. Oh, okay. Hold on.
There must be an element that could tie the skeleton found and this Gabby Bruce. Examine the autopsy report and see if you could find anything there linking them.
Well, I did. Here's the auto report.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, had
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list, too?
Yep, there it is.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
We know 3 people on this list so far. Connie Moore, Gabby Bruce, and Quentin Spence. Connie's name is circled, but the other 2 are crossed out. If I were you, operator, I would check the database to see if I can find a pattern there.
Yeah, Gabby Bruce. Okay, so let's see that. Gabby Bruce. Connie Moore. Connie Moore. Connie Moore. And Quentin Spence. So far, Connie, Gabby, and Quentin. Connie's name is circled. The other 2 are crossed out. Pattern. So what is the pattern? What is the pattern? What is a pattern? Okay, so I got 2 crossed out. I'm gonna do a circle. Chris Davis. So there's no Chris Davis. Oh. Chris Davis. So he's type 2 too, but he's circled. So why is Chris Davies circled?
If you understood what crossed out means, operator, go ahead and send the corresponding field in the human DB.
What? I don't know. I wish I had 2 screens. There's nothing linking them. I don't get it. crossed out mean? Missing. That's what it means. Yep.
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way. There you go.
What's already good? Okay, let me look at quick space. Okay, so we got floppy disk 2, floppy disk 1. Let me go ahead and minimize these things. Oh, it's E. On my route at BOME facility, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such passionate and talented scientists, even if in a role. During our meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138, a key component of his research project. Although he did not disclose much, I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed with the subjects and the procedures are in place, Dr. Alala, the facility director, informs me our work has potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. I am truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. Perfect. What's this? The AMPA receptor is a crucial component of the transmission and plasticity in the brain. Okay. Gated in channel, it mediates fast synaptic transmission and contributes to synaptic plasticity by modulating the strength of synaptic connections between neurons. Dysfunction of AMPA receptors has been implicated in various neurologic and psychiatric disorders, including Alzheimer's disease, depression, and schizophrenia. Representing of the AMPA receptor. Selective AMPA receptor potentiators represent a promising class of components for the treatment of these disorders, as they enhance AMPA receptor function and improve synaptic plasticity. FMP 1138 is a novel selective AMPA receptor potentiator, that has shown promising results in preclinical studies. It has been demonstrated to enhance AMPA receptor-mediated synaptic transmissions and improve synaptic plasticity in vitro and in vivo. And this, Jesus. Wait, to unlock the full potential, 66.72 KHZ minutes, 105 gets the maximum. Okay. In this study, we sought to explore connectivity, especially we aim to investigate whether FMP 1138 could enhance synaptic connectivity and promote the formation of new synapses in vitro and in vivo. To accomplish this, we use a combination of electrophysiological imaging and behavioral assays to assess the effects of FMP 1138 on neural function and connectivity. Our results demonstrate that FMP 1138 enhances synaptic connectivity and promotes the formation of new synapses in vitro and in vivo. Specifically, we observed that FMP 1138 increased the frequency and amplitude of excitatory pulsatic currents, EPCS. EPSCS. In culture neurons, indicating enhancement of synaptic transmission. Furthermore, we found that FNP 1138 promoted the formation of new synapses in culture neurons as evidenced by an increase in number of dendritic spines, the sites of synaptic contracts in neurons. To unlock the full potential, that's what you need. In vivo, we found that FME30 improved cognitive function in a mouse model with Alzheimer's. Specifically, we observed that FMP 1138 treated mice performed better in a spatial memory task compared to control mice. Additionally, we found that FMP 1138 treated mice had increased dendritic spine density in the hippocampus, a brain region critical for learning and memory. Oh. Taken together, our findings suggest that FMP 1138 represents a promising therapeutic agent for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by impaired neuronal connectivity and plasticity. Further preclinical and clinical studies are warranted to evaluate the safety and efficiency of FMP 1130 in humans. Okay. Okay, all rights reserved. Dr. Jenkins. The results demonstrate that FN significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of that, indicating enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP 1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity, that plasticity, which could have implications for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. Okay, that is a lot of information to go over. Oh my god. Well, what's that? The graph displays the results of a study investigating the effects of FMP 1138 on synaptic connectivity in vitro. The study aimed to explore whether FMP 1138 could enhance synaptic transmissions and promote the formation of new synapses. The graph shows the mean frequency and amplitude of excitatory postsynaptic currents, EPSCS, and culture neurons under control conditions and after treatment with that. The results demonstrated that the FMP 11, I'm just going to call it 1138, significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of the systems, indicating an enhancement of the synaptic transmissions. These findings suggest that 1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity. Note, unlike Dr. Ills in this research paper, I will use the Little Indian standards. Before 1138, after 1138. Okay, so did I read that? Okay, so basically there's a study going on. Okay, so I got floppy disk 1. I got these. Oh, enter password. Nope. Hold on. Hold on. Indian. Is that what it is? Indian. Maybe that's it. I need a password. It says open second floppy disk. I'm trying to open the second floppy disk. And I read all the information. So it's a key. And I did do the key. Oh, wait, hold on. That's very confusing. Eyeless use Indian. Indian. Oh. No way. Oh, there it is. If you are reading this, it means I am no longer living, and that I have been buried in the dry-filled desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the Medical Story. I'm writing this letter because I am about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything that we have done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the Sanderson Project is a test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame on him. I bear my share of responsibilities, but our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning. I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat copy remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy. Maybe you assume that my disk contain only my research, but regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this.
operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Man, that was intense. That was a lot of work. All right, everybody. I am already 2 hours and 23 minutes in, and so far I like the operator game. It's intense. It's very how can I say this? It's interesting for the most part. I really do enjoy the way that everything is structured. I feel that it is very in depth with trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening. It's very, very interesting, and how everything's leading up to everything tying together. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and we will definitely find that out in the next episode once I do that. So I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. And yes, Valencio, I don't know if I will, but we'll see. I might. It depends what's going to happen. But I'll let you know. But yeah, so I hope everybody has a good night, and I will see you guys later. Remember, hit that like, that follow, that subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow or later tonight. Varies. Peace.